check. Okay. I have a job offer for you.
Okay.
It's like a first initial job offer. And there might be more. I know there's going to be more down the line, but it's the first thing that I came up with that's actually tangible, that's simple, and that can actually help us discover where I can utilize you more. So, that's for you.
Sweet.
So what I'd like to do with this first thing is the thing we're going to go over, and then the rest of this is what we'll talk about after this first thing.
Okay.
So if you pull this out and just put it on top like that.
Just this front one, the thinking partner one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Those are for you.
Sweet.
And these are for me. The first thing I wanted to do before I start from the top is if you flip 2 pages in, I already highlighted it for you. The compensation I'm suggesting is $50 per video.
Cool.
So what we're doing right now, I'm going to pay you $50 for this.
Sweet.
And now I'm going to tell you what I'm actually hoping to get out of my $50. That's what the rest of it is all about.
Okay.
It didn't say this on the first page. And instead of going and fixing the whole thing, I just was like, it's good enough, because the point isn't really for this document to be perfect up front. But that's getting too far into the idea. But here's my idea, and here's the concept. I'm going to read this, and I'm going to read every single line and give you all my thoughts about it. And then when I'm done reading this document and giving you all my thoughts about it, if you highlight and take notes and jot anything down, once I'm done reading through every bit of it, then I'm just going to ask you for your response. And if you have commentary in the middle of me talking, give the commentary. But you'll see as we start going through it, what I'm actually hoping for out of this job offer that I'm giving to you.
Okay.
And you can say no too. And if you do say no, I'll give you the $50 for this, and whatever else you want to. You could be mad at me because I monopolized our time with something else. But I think this is actually going to be a positive thing. You can tell me at the end of this where you think the negatives are.
Okay.
So here's the purpose. I'm just going to start reading it from the top.
Cool.
Over the past several months, this is wrong. I had ChatGPT make most of this. So
Okay, nice.
There's some stuff that's wrong, and
Yeah.
I'll just tell you, hey, this is actually not true.
Okay.
It hasn't been over the past several months. It's been over the last 2 weeks.
Okay.
Well, actually, the Shoot from the Hip story.
Yeah.
I used to do videos on there. We've filmed a couple podcasts already together.
Mhm.
And we just didn't push further on that idea because we just didn't. I don't know why we didn't. We can talk about that at some point. Over the last 2 weeks, I've been putting videos on Shoot from the Hip again. The original purpose of those videos back 2 years ago was to simply verbally process through ideas, think through business problems, and document my thinking as it evolved. It also, from Myron, it was just Myron talks about the 4 levels of value, and he talks about implementation. He talks about management. So it's you can either build the cabinets, you can either do what I'm currently doing, which is managing the people who are building, being the middleman.
Mm-hmm.
You can do communication, which would be being an actor or something else. I'm just going to look over every once in a while to make sure it's still recording.
Yeah.
Being an actor or being like a business guru who's doing some sort of teaching, and his last is creativity or something like that. But what he said, the reason I started the Shoot from the Hip channel was become a better communicator so that you can move up and to a new level of value, that you can make more money if communication is your level of value that you're providing.
Mhm.
I don't want to be an implementer. I'm in the management part right now, but I'm working towards becoming in the communication section. And that's been the thought for the last like 2 or 3 years.
Mhm.
Sorry, I got on a side tangent,
No,
but
that's good.
the next paragraph, I also discovered that I can take the transcripts from the videos I've been putting on my Shoot from the Hip channel and use AI to organize my thinking and refine existing documents, improve my business systems, and help AI better understand my communication style. So what I've started doing is I've been pulling the transcripts from my Shoot from the Hip channel from 2 years ago, and it's been using those transcripts to better understand my voice and better understand my thinking and better understand my thought process and my communication style and a bunch of different things. So I see a value in videos that I made 2 years ago that wasn't the intended value. I didn't know I was going to start feeding those transcripts into AI, but I've started to actually use those from a few years back for something productive 2 years later, which is exciting to me.
Yeah.
The videos themselves become documentation, and the transcripts become a valuable resource for improving both my business and my AI systems over time. This experiment, what we're doing right now, is my attempt to intentionally create an environment where that kind of thinking can happen consistently. I plan to continue making solo Shoot from the Hip videos, but I'd also like to begin practicing having thoughtful conversations with another person. My hope is that those conversations will produce even greater clarity than I can achieve by talking to a camera alone. Uh, some of my best thinking happens when I'm trying to teach or explain an idea to somebody else. The process of me putting my thoughts into words forces me to simplify them, identify gaps in my reasoning, and communicate more clearly. If this process improves my communication, strengthens my documentation, and helps AI better understand my thinking, and allows us, you and me, to work together, then I believe that this 1 hour each week could become the highest leveraged hours I spend in my business. AI likes to say stuff like, that actually is the greatest thing that actually could ever happen.
Yep.
And I didn't take it out because I actually kind of agree with it.
Yeah.
Like I actually agree with that. So that's the purpose of what I'm about to suggest to you.
Okay.
On the next page, it says what we'll actually do. And for the record, I came up with the idea yesterday. I've had like loose thoughts about the idea, and there's a couple other people that I've been talking to that I was like, oh, if I could just like pull a transcript from this conversation I'm having right now, it would help AI understand my thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And I've only suggested it to one other person, and he's not the type of person I would ever want to have like business conversations with.
Yeah.
But he's a person that I talk to about. I'll tell you about him off camera.
Yeah.
So that'll be better.
Cool.
What we would actually do. This is what I'm actually suggesting to pay you $50 per video to actually do with me. Each session will resolve around one document or one clearly defined topic. I would say for the most part, it would revolve around a document.
Okay.
And when I say revolve around a document, like I had AI create this for me yesterday, yesterday. And then I went and fixed it at my office this morning. And that's I haven't put that much thought into this actual document, but it's nice to have something physical for us to look at.
Yeah.
That's what I thought that would be helpful for this whole idea.
Yeah.
We both have a copy of the document. I'll read through it section by section, explaining not only what the document says, but also the thinking behind why I wrote it, how I arrived at those conclusions, and where I think it still needs It needs improvement. There might be more than what's in here. Like, this whole idea might evolve over time, but right now, that's what I'm thinking about it. Your role is to genuinely try and understand what I'm communicating. As questions naturally come to mind, you can interrupt me and ask them. If something doesn't make sense, tell me. If I skip over an important assumption, point it out. If an example would help you understand, ask for one. Basically, what I'm suggesting is what we already naturally do together.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do that, and I want to document it specifically so that I can pull the transcript and gain something in the short term from it, but also have it so that if there's some other great thing that I discover, oh, if I have a YouTube video documenting conversations with someone, I can actually use that to do something else that I don't currently know about.
Yeah.
That's another reason. The goal isn't to debate the document or critique every decision. I didn't add that line. Like, you can totally debate me, or like, I don't actually care about that point that strongly. The goal is to help me communicate my thinking more clearly by forcing me to explain it simply enough that another person can genuinely understand it. We'll record the entire conversation in a podcast style format so that every session produces both a video and I don't know what searchable transcript means. Like, a transcript I can pull off of YouTube.
Yeah.
Those transcripts will become an important part of documenting and refining the systems that I'm building. The initial 6 topics, the first 6 videos we work through will be my current kitchen workflow documents, and that's what these 6 documents are.
Okay.
That's what I've included in here, and we'll go over that in a minute. That's
Cool.
what I included in the folder, and we'll talk about that in a minute. These documents are simply the starting point. The bigger goal is to create a repeatable process that we can continue long term after these 6 documents have been refined.
Cool.
And I'll tell you when we start actually doing this, if this is something you want to do, I'll tell you what my goal is with this in the next time that we talk about it. I don't really need to explain what the initial 6 goal is, but just know currently I have 6 videos that like I need to do.
Cool.
I've been meaning to do these for like the last 3 weeks by myself. I've been meaning to do them, and I've just been like, for one reason or another, pushing it off for some reason.
Okay.
So part of what I'm hiring you for, part of what I would be hiring you for, is like a consistent spot to do what I know I want to do, which is like taking documents that I already have and like refining them and fixing them and changing them and doing some stuff like that.
Yeah.
Real quick, I'll open this up and show you. A while ago in May, I think it was early in May, this is all of the documents that were in my AI sources. I had a TCG design AI operating manual, a TCG design cabinetry agreement, a ChatGPT context document, a Nate Johnson relationship map, and a contact list. There's actually was more than that, but I took these and I created 2 documents out of those that I now like. I did this exact thing I'm suggesting by myself, and I created a direction document, and I created an operating system document. That this one talks about what my goals and like what is important to me. I believe in God. I believe the Bible's true. Like, basic Nate, what do I think?
Yeah.
And what's important to me, and what do I want? I want to spend time with my family. I want to travel. Like, that type of thing is what's in this one. This one is more of like, how do I actually think and come to decisions well?
Okay.
But
and is this document like an internal thing that's like a reminder for you, or is this like a company values that you were showing to
I don't know
clients?
exactly what I'm doing with this yet. I'm not showing it to clients.
Okay.
I'm definitely not showing my direction document to clients.
Yeah.
Right now, these 2 documents have replaced everything in my AI sources.
Okay.
So right now, these are the 2 documents that make up my ChatGPT sources,
Okay.
because it explains what's important to me and how I think is basically what the first two are.
Okay.
The next document I'm trying to make is I can't remember what we're calling it, a TCG design operational manual is basically the next document I'm trying to make. And that's what going over these 6 with you would be the next step in creating that document, because I have all these documents, but I need to go back through and like talk about what's actually matters in each of them. So that's that.
Okay.
All that being said, I'm going to close this and move back to that. This was just a little side tangent about where my current purpose with this whole idea is right now I'm trying to fix my AI operation, some documentation that helps AI talk to me better is what I'm trying to do right now. And with this TCG operational manual, what my next goal is with that is for it to actually help me when I'm asking it specific questions about, okay, I just did this in my company. What am I supposed to do next? Oh, well, you make sure you send this form out to your client. And then I need to figure out how to make all those forms. So it's like I'm now getting into true refinement of my TCG operations. Is like that's my next step that I need to do, and why I thought that this maybe would be a helpful process for that.
Cool.
Anyways, moving on to the next page. Long-term vision. While this starts as a 6-video experiment, I see it as something that has the potential to grow into a regular part of how I develop and improve my business ideas. Beyond refining documents, I want these conversations to help you understand how I think and how TCG design operates and where my business is headed. As your understanding grows, I hope that these conversations naturally reveal areas where you can contribute to TCG design or whatever future business opportunities we're pursuing together. The $50 per video is simply just like a starting point. It's a defined amount of money that I can pay you for a defined output. I'm asking, can I pay you $50 an hour to film a video with me for an hour or less? And once we get through those first 6, I'd love to find a time to do it once a week to what actually makes sense. My hope is that this helps us identify additional responsibilities, projects, opportunities where you can create more value and earn greater compensation over time.
Cool.
I don't know exactly what those opportunities will look like yet, and I don't want to manufacture work that doesn't need to exist. I'd rather discover meaningful opportunities naturally as we continue to work together. So this whole point of this is like a tangible starting point for us to figure out, where do I actually put you in my company? Because I want you in my company. Like, that's just the reality. I've wanted you in whatever I'm doing for 3 years now, 2 years now, like however long it's been. I've wanted you in my system somewhere, and I don't know how or where to apply it. I can't pay you 150 grand a year. Like, I'm just not at that point. I'm like, I might be at that point a year from now. It might take me 10 more years. Like, I don't know what it is. You could jump ship anytime. But I think if we start being intentional, it will reveal itself faster. That's kind of part of my thought. And even if all I get out of this is 1 video a week that I can pull a transcript from and feed it into my AI in the short term and have something that I can do something bigger with down the line if something comes up, that's a whole, even if that's it, that's enough. Like, that's worth my money. And 50 might be not the right, you can counter offer me. Like, we can talk through that. my responsibility will be to prepare a document for each session, and then I'll read through the document. I'll explain my thinking as clearly as I can, teach the idea in simple language, listen to what your responses are when something isn't clear, and then use each transcript afterwards to improve my documents, my systems, my communication, and overall thinking.
Cool.
That's what my role is. When I say teach the ideas, I debated with AI for a while on the teaching, like saying teaching, because I don't feel like this is a teacher student relationship. Like I've never felt that way.
Okay.
So I was trying to like pull that language out of this because it's not the way that I feel. Like you're just my friend.
Yeah.
And you help me think through my ideas, and you help me refine my thinking, and like your friendship alone has been tremendously valuable to my business. And I'm not saying, hey, let me pay you to be my friend. That's not quite what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is let me pay you to help me think through my business and find ways we can apply you to my business is, I think, what I'm saying. I'm not positive because I made this yesterday.
Yeah.
But I think that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So I don't like, the reason the word teach remains in this at all is because a couple things. Myron Golden has a thing that he says, which is think like a genius, talk like a fifth grader. Where it's like you want to think at the highest level possible, but you want to communicate as though you're explaining it to a fifth grader.
Okay.
I don't think you're a fifth grader, but I think if I explain it as though you were a fifth grader, or like in as simple terms as possible that anyone could understand, it's beneficial not only to you, but it's beneficial to everybody else that I talk to, and it's beneficial to my own grasp and understanding of what's going on in my brain.
Yeah.
If I know something, I don't actually know it until I'm able to communicate it to somebody else.
Totally.
So basically that would be part of what your role is, not because I see myself as this superior force and you're just a peon little student. That's not what I'm trying to communicate with that specific language. But I do want to teach what's going on in my stupid cloudy brain, because as I try to explain what's going on in my brain, I can identify, oh, that's stupid that I think that, or I can identify, oh, that makes sense, but I don't have a good way to explain it yet. Let me figure out how to explain it so I actually understand it better.
Yeah.
Your role is to simply try to understand. Ask honest questions whenever something isn't clear. You can ask for examples, point out places where I assume knowledge or skip steps. Help me communicate complex ideas in language that feels simple and understandable. Your curiosity is the value you're bringing to the conversation. It looks like that's the end of that section. This is the last page.
Okay.
So, sorry, it was 4 pages long.
No, you're good.
Before each session, and I don't even know if I really feel this way. I might not even want you to read it ahead of time, because there's some of this that like it will become clearer what the objective is and what the preparation looks like and what the actual conversation and video looks like over time, because maybe we'll do stuff that is helpful and is not helpful, and we might need to come up with 3 questions at the end of every time that Nate goes through this that we need to answer together. Like we might find a better way for this to actually work.
Yeah.
Because again, I came up with it yesterday.
Yeah.
So before each session, if possible, I'd like you to read through the document and mark anything that feels confusing or raises questions. Maybe I feel that way, but maybe I don't even want you to read it ahead of time. Maybe I want you to come in cold.
Yeah.
I don't know the answer to that yet.
Okay.
If you don't have time to read it beforehand, that's completely okay. I just like to know before we start filming so I understand where our starting point is. It's like if I'm giving you homework, I just want to know like, I didn't do the homework. And so that I just kind of know like where we're starting off from. because I don't actually care. Like I don't think I actually care if you read it ahead of time.
Yeah.
It might just be easier to not give you homework. Like that seems like it would make more sense because I'm not paying you $50 to read it ahead of time and then do an out. Like I don't know we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
After each session, once we finish recording, your responsibility for that session is just done.
Okay.
As soon as I hit that red button, like this is over. We don't
Right.
need to do anything else. I'm gonna post it to YouTube, to my Shoot from the Hip channel where I have 0 subscribers. That it's not gonna be looked at by Pete. Like the point isn't. I might even leave it private. Like I don't really know exactly what the right format is yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want to put it on YouTube so I can pull the transcript. And I'm
Yeah.
sure that there's other ways to pull the transcript, but I just also kind of want to put it on YouTube so that I have it documented that it was done.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull the transcript. I'm going to work with ChatGPT to organize my thoughts, refine the document if that's what the point of that particular video was, and prepare the next topic for our following conversation.
Okay.
Expected outcomes. Every session should create 1 recorded conversation, 1 YouTube video, 1 searchable transcript. I don't know what searchable transcript means. Better communication, better documentation, greater clarity, a growing library of knowledge and systems, a deeper understanding of the business we're building together. What success looks like. A successful session is one where we leave with greater clarity than we started. If after 6 videos we've built a process that's enjoyable, repeatable, and genuinely helps us think more clearly, then the experiment has been successful. From there, my hope is that we continue to meet on a regular weekly basis and allow the process and any future opportunities that come from it to develop naturally over time. That's what success looks like. So that's my job offer to you.
Sweet.
It's the best I have for you at this current moment.
Great.
I finished reading the document. That's as much as I'm prepared for. What are your thoughts?
It sounds great to me. I mean, yeah, like you said, a lot of this stuff is things that we kind of already do. It's kind of just putting
Absolutely.
pen to paper and
Compensating you
documenting.
for it, because it's
Yeah.
like if I am dominating our friendship conversations with my business stuff, I know you like it.
Yeah.
At least like you like it enough to keep getting lunch with me,
Yeah, I enjoy it a lot.
but I'm good to pay you for your value that you're adding to me.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, and I want to pay you for your value that you're adding to me. And it is just like low key. It's like part of why I just like, I don't feel any type of way about sending money to your meal train or coming and bringing you guys. It's because it's just like, you are an integral part of my life that I have never paid you to be that integral part of my life, but like I appreciate your friendship and your time, and it's something you say every single time we hang out. Thanks for your time. It was like I don't know why you're thanking me for my time. I feel like I'm getting 50 times more out of our time together than I don't even know what. So sorry,
No.
you go now.
Yeah, no, I do appreciate your time always, because I feel like you do have a lot of knowledge to share, and you're in a further part of the business than I'm in. So like you have a lot of value that you add into my life as well. So if I can like even meet half of that, then I'm like cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, it sounds great. I mean, yeah, like I think about when we were hanging out with our wives, and maybe it was the time your sister was there. Maybe it was another. There was a couple times we were like, oh, we need to debrief this after.
Yeah.
Or it's like we're at the end of a conversation when we're having lunch. We're like, oh, let's pick this up when we get lunch next time. I think having something like this or like that is helping us kind of stay on track and not forget like, oh, this is like a really cool point or a key point that could help take the business to the next level or whatever it is. So I think like, yeah, it could be helpful to have this and that and transcripts to be documenting things. And then even after, like, there could be something that, you know, you run the transcript through ChatGPT and then they even miss something and we look over it again. It's like, oh, wait, like, here's this one thing that's going to help gets you to 200 grand or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm stoked for it.
Cool.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly, like, I had a thought and I didn't include it anywhere in here because I figured we'd just like hash it out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe like posting the document and then posting the transcript into our like collective ChatGPT chat might be helpful for both of us for some reason.
Totally.
There's probably things I'm going to do with what we're doing. I know there's going to be things we're going to do with what we're doing that I like. It doesn't need to be in a spot that you reference it. Like I don't need you to read through everything I do with what I'm trying to create with this, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Because some of my documentation, it's like, it's simple, stupid, silly stuff that is not going to push you further in your business career. Or so, I don't really know what I'm trying to say, but figuring out maybe how to utilize our group chat in ChatGPT might be a positive thing that we could start doing with this, but I'm not exactly sure.
Totally.
As far as like what types of things I want to talk about through this, I kind of want to leave it as loosely defined for now. But a few thoughts I had was, obviously, first off, I want to go through these 6 because I'm trying to have less things in my sources in ChatGPT, but better things.
Yeah.
Like more consolidated, more helpful. And that's why I've got all these, but I just need like one document that explains how TCG operates.
Yeah.
Really is what I need. So other things that I might want to do, I'm trying to, I think I've explained it to you before. I've got in ChatGPT, I've got 2 sections right now, and I actually have created a 3rd section. I've got Brad, I've got Aaron, and now I have a new section called Bob and Larry.
Nice.
Brad helps me with like big picture thinking. So like this, what we're doing here, like this is Brad work.
Okay.
Aaron helps me like with Jeff Johnson's job, actually like navigating through the day-to-day mundane. Once I have my processes created with Brad, Aaron actually helps me execute those processes. So this, what we're talking about, is Brad work. Okay. That's how I that's how I file it in my brain. Aaron work is more like, I need a form that I send to my clients. I mean, if you just look at this, I've got my kitchen first meeting framework. That kitchen first meeting, when I'm meeting a client for the first time about their kitchen, that's Aaron stuff.
Okay.
That's not Brad stuff. But the forms that I need to bring to those meetings, that's Brad work. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
So part of what this is it's Brad work, but it's figuring out together through a thing that's helpful to me and my business, how to slot you in for Aaron work, if that makes sense. That's kind of what I was talking about in this section over here. My hope is that this process helps us identify additional responsibilities, projects, and opportunities where you can create value and earn greater compensation over time. I want to find places for you in my actual business process that you could just take over.
Yeah.
That, hey, you're in charge of sending over to clients these things and you get paid this much a month for doing that for me. I want to find places to apply you because I can bill my customers for that.
Yeah.
I can't really bill my customers for this. And the problem is, like, this is the most important.
Yeah.
Like, this is the most important. So I'm not saying I don't want to pay you a lot because this just isn't billable. Like, this is actually the most important thing. So I want to start with paying you for the most important thing and find things that you can actually do in my business that will actually fit with your life.
Yeah.
Like that's important.
Yeah.
And that was also why I started thinking about this idea, is because I think this might just fit with your life.
Yeah.
Like, because we could do this over a lunch break.
Yeah.
And maybe it's not how you want to spend your lunch break, but maybe we can set aside a time that, hey, on Thursdays after work, we have this standing meeting, or like what it doesn't, I don't care when it is, but after we get through those first 6, I do want to assess whether this is valuable for both of us.
Totally.
And I'm expecting it to be valuable for me. So I'm not suggesting, hey, let's just try it out and see if it's helpful, because I know it is.
Yeah.
I know that it will be. Even if it's not what I expected, I know I'm going to get something out of it.
Yeah.
So I want to do this. If you want to do this, I want to do this.
Yeah, I totally want to do it.
But once we get through those first 6, I would like to come up with a standard scheduled time that it happens every week. Like we talked about in the past, creating a cool podcasting studio under a bridge, or like building a tree house, like doing something sick and random and cool. I still am excited about that. I still want to do it. I just haven't found a reason to do it.
Yeah.
But I want to do it. Even at my dad's thing, like we can find a cool spot there.
Yeah. We
could go sit on top of the water tower. Like I don't care what it is. We can work on that over time.
Yeah.
But additionally, I forget what I was talking about. After those first 6, I would like to find like a consistent time. For me personally, what I've been thinking about with it is like the second half of the week might be better, because then I can use the first half of the week to actually make a document.
Yeah.
Because then whatever we're talking about will be freshly what's on my mind that week.
Yeah.
If it was hypothetically on like a Thursday afternoon, I would have in my own internal, like, I need to get something for us to go over by Wednesday night. By the time I'm done working Wednesday, I need something for us to go over the next day.
Yeah.
But we'll map out that process, because I already have the first 6. Cool. Truly, I already have the first 7. So if you're signing up for this, you're at least getting paid $350 for this first thing.
Cool.
So,
and your expectation, I think you said it somewhere here, like once a week.
I would say once we get through the first 6, I would say once a week as a baseline.
Cool.
Like I need it once a week.
Yeah.
And even if like I don't really have enough things I'm trying to like dive through and work through, I don't really care, because the consistency part of it is important to me.
Yeah.
Because straight up, like if I don't have something to talk about, the 2 books I carry with me, it's like we could do a freaking Bible study.
Yeah.
And talk about it that way. And it doesn't even need to be the same format if we're doing that. We can read through out loud just a chapter of this book. Like it doesn't actually matter to me what it is we're going over in the long term.
Okay.
I think it truly is, the purpose truly is like getting something where we're actually working together. Something simple for you where I'm not asking you, hey, can you start working for me 20 hours a week in addition to the full-time job that you already have? I don't want that for you in your life and your current stage with your family. Like I want to pull as much value as I can out of you for TCG. And this is a great first step that's adding 1 additional work hour to your week. But then also finding things that we could apply to what we've already talked about, which is like, you have some downtime at your job. What can I do with your downtime?
Yeah, I have a good amount of downtime.
How can we leverage that downtime to build TCG to a point where it makes sense? It doesn't make sense not to put money in your pocket.
Yeah.
Like that's what I want to figure out.
Totally.
And this would be the first step to that.
Yeah.
So that's my thought and that's my goal. Something that just came to mind. You said 2 years ago when we started doing stuff together, I don't want any working anything to get in the way of this friendship. And when you said that, I was like, we're kind of new friends.
Yeah.
Like we're kind of establishing it as we go.
Yeah.
But I think that statement that you made 2 years ago is valuable and important now.
Yeah.
So I need you to be honest with me.
Yeah.
I need you to be like straight up with me. And I need you to just like, if I'm feeding you BS or if you're upset at something and we need to shift something because it's risking this friendship,
Mhm.
we got to address it.
Totally. Yeah.
We have to.
Yeah.
Because straight up, like this last 6 months of like being really intentional and consistently every week getting lunch with you has been crucial.
Yeah.
Crucial.
Yeah.
And I don't want to miss out on casual friendship by paying you to be my friend.
Yeah.
Because I like there's a risk that like, oh well, Keith will only want to be my friend if I'm paying him for it. And I know that's not your perspective, but it is there. You know what I mean?
Totally.
So I'd like to come up with a time that this happens.
Yeah. Outside of
friendship time.
Yeah.
And maybe it'll help the friendship time even be more friendship timey.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, we can talk about whatever during friendship time and I'll just feel like, well, I don't need to get out everything because we've got our set aside time for business talk.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, totally.
And it's also not to say that I need every business talk to be documented because I just don't.
Yeah.
Like my perspective on it is if something is valuable, it'll come up again naturally.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about like missing something or forgetting something or like I need every moment to be documented. Like I just don't. That's not really what my perspective is.
Yeah.
My perspective is I'd like some things to be documented.
Totally.
So that's I think what my perspective and thoughts are.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts that come up with the whole concept?
Yeah. It sounds like it's gonna be really fun. I think it's gonna be really valuable for me as well. And then I would agree with what you said about like our friendship thing. Whereas like I don't want it to just be like. I don't want our friendship to kind of go away and only have a business relationship because your friendship is
crucial.
Yeah.
Like, this is crucial, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was something that I was talking about with Carissa yesterday was like, I feel like something's kind of missing in my life the last 2 weeks, even though like the coolest thing has just been added to my life.
Absolutely.
But it's weird to be like, not even weird. I have missed hanging out with you for the last 2.5 weeks, and I've noticed it in my life, and I'm not as like comfortable because I'm not having like Nate Keith time.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's what I was describing to you earlier. Is like I've been in this mode.
Yeah.
I've been in computer mode, and I haven't been drinking coffee.
Yeah.
And I haven't been eating food, and I haven't been hanging out with Keith.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think of what else it is. I hired Michelle, and like that's been weird and like complicated.
Yeah.
Like there's just been a lot of weird new. I feel like I've been in learning mode.
Yeah.
And I don't know. There's just been a lot of things, but coffee, food, and Keith, I would say, are close to the top. Like they're in the top of the list.
Yeah.
And just like not talking to people in general because I've been in this computer mode.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. There's something missing there too. And I'm hoping that we can figure something out.
Yeah. Totally.
And you might end up saying, well, 4 out of my days a week, I'm going to spend my lunch with Carissa because I have a family and a baby and that's going to be great and fun. We can find 2 hours a week at least to do something.
Yeah.
1 hour to be friends. And I would say 1 hour minimum to be friends. To be one-on-one friends.
Yeah.
We can spend time we can have family friendship too.
Yeah.
But I would love to find at least an hour of lunch or coffee time to hang out a week. But then also separately, like this, it might just be, it doesn't, I know we both feel that hanging out is never a waste of time.
Yeah.
But at least starting to move you in the right direction, needing to make more money.
Yeah.
And it's a valuable thing for my company.
Totally.
where $50 in the long term is just like not enough. It's what I came up with right now. If you have a different opinion on that, let's talk about it. But as my opinion right now is that it's like $50 for a 20 to 60-minute conversation.
Great.
It's like $50 an hour at its worst. It's like, I don't know, $150 an hour if it's only a 20-minute video.
Yeah.
So that's my thought.
Yeah, I'm stoked for it. And yeah, kind of like you said to me, if there's anything that I do that pisses you off, and it's like, hey, that's like overstepping, or hey, I've realized after these 6 videos that your opinion doesn't align with my business in any way. Let's just be friends, and
we can have that conversation if it comes up. I'm not really asking you. I want your opinion.
Yeah.
I want your opinion. But at its base level, it's not really to get your opinion.
Yeah.
It's to get your, to have someone to digest it with, or to like deconstruct and reconstruct it with. And even if you have an opinion and I disagree with your opinion, like, who cares?
Yeah.
It just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, and you can tell me I'm stupid for thinking a certain thing, and I'd be fine with it.
Yeah.
It's just like, well, maybe I am stupid for thinking that. And then I'll have to think through it harder, and then I'll either decide, yeah, I was stupid, or no, I wasn't stupid, and that'll be great.
Yeah.
So I don't care if you have I don't care if your opinion is good or bad.
Yeah.
It just doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
Because if I cared about that, it's like I just wouldn't be friends with you in general. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I just know that's not going to be a problem.
Yeah. I guess I'm more so saying, if, like you said to me, if you have a problem in any way, like, let's just talk about it, figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we're already fine with working through problems, and we haven't really had big problems with each other, at least that I know of. So,
I don't know of any.
yeah.
I don't know of any.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we're cool. So.
I think sometimes this is the biggest problem that I like feel maybe has come up sometimes. Is we've got lunch planned, and then I include another person. I'm like, frick, I don't know if Keith wanted to just hang out, just the two of us. They're both valuable to me. Hanging out with you one-on-one and hanging out in a group set, they're both valuable.
Yeah.
And sometimes I feel, and I don't even know if you feel this way, sometimes I feel like, man, I've inserted too many people into time that I'd actually rather just spend hanging out with Keith one-on-one.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's ever a problem for you.
No, because if we're like, hey, we haven't had enough one-on-one time together, then we just get
We just do it
next
again.
day.
Yeah.
So,
We can just say it out loud because it's normal.
yeah. Realistically, like, even if we just did Monday through Friday, that's 5 days out of the week. That's a lot of hours that I have available if I need to shift my gym time, or lunches are available after work.
Yep.
I can make it work too. So
We can talk about this next thing off camera. But gym, I know I've like talked about it forever. Let's talk about that again and figure that out.
Cool.
Because there's already something that you do that I could insert myself into. I don't need you to insert yourself into every part of my life.
Yeah.
I don't need to say, this is my life and come hang out if you want. Like, I can also just be like, well, I want to freaking hang out with you.
Yeah.
I probably should exercise. Like, let me suck it up and go figure out how to make that a part of my life. And anyways, we'll talk about that some other time.
Cool.
But any other concluding thoughts before we hit the red button and end this one?
I think we covered it all. I think, this document is pretty clear on what you're looking for, what the expectations are, and if anything's unclear, then I'll give you a call, or I'll put it into our ChatGPT group. So, I'm stoked for it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Brother,